You've stepped over this piece of metal your entire life, hundreds of times, maybe thousands, and I can almost guarantee you've never asked why it's there. That seems impossible, because if this one piece disappeared tomorrow, elevators wouldn't suddenly stop working. They'd slowly begin wearing themselves out. The doors would suffer, the entrance would take constant abuse, maintenance bills would climb, and it would all start with something as ordinary as a suitcase wheel. Here's the strange part. This isn't just a strip of steel. It's one of the most carefully engineered parts of the entire elevator.
Yet almost nobody knows what it actually does. By the end of this video, you'll understand why engineers keep putting this tiny component into elevators around the world, why almost everyone misunderstands its purpose, and why the real answer is far more clever than you think. Because what you're looking at isn't just a floor.
It's part of the machine. The next time you ride an elevator, don't look at the floor buttons. Look down, right where the hallway meets the elevator.
You'll see a narrow strip of steel, sometimes shiny, sometimes scratched, sometimes almost invisible. Shopping malls, airports, different manufacturers, different countries, exactly the same idea. That should immediately raise a question.
Engineers hate unnecessary parts. Every extra component costs money, it adds manufacturing time, it creates another maintenance item.
Most people think they already know. Maybe it's decorative, maybe it's there to stop you slipping, maybe it simply protects the floor. Those explanations sound reasonable. They're also exactly why this mystery survives. Because every one of those answers misses the real purpose. And the real purpose begins somewhere most people never think to look. The doors. Think about the last time you watched an elevator door open. It looked effortless. 2 panels slid apart. You walked in, the doors closed, end of story. Except that's not what engineers see. They see one of the busiest mechanical systems in the entire building. Imagine an office tower. Hundreds of people arrive every morning.
They call the elevator. The doors open. They close. Again and again. Hour after hour. Day after day. Year after year.
By the end of its life, an elevator door may have opened and closed millions of times. Now imagine if those doors weren't perfectly guided. Every trip would introduce tiny errors, tiny scratches, tiny impacts, tiny misalignments. Nothing dramatic, at first. But engineering failures almost never begin dramatically. They begin quietly, one tiny mistake at a time. Which creates an interesting question.
If elevator doors move millions of times, what keeps them perfectly aligned? Most people would probably answer, the motor.
That's only part of the story. Because something much smaller is quietly helping every single trip. And it's sitting beneath your feet. Let's perform a simple thought experiment. Imagine removing that metal strip completely. Nothing else changes. The elevator still moves, the lights still work, the doors still open. At first glance, everything seems normal. In fact, if you only rode it once, you might never notice anything different. That's exactly why this engineering is so brilliant. Its success is almost invisible, because it's preventing problems before they ever appear.
Imagine rolling a heavy suitcase into the elevator. The wheel crosses the entrance. Smoothly. Now imagine that smooth surface isn't there.
Instead, the wheel strikes a rough edge. You feel a small bump. No big deal. Then another suitcase. Another bump. A hospital trolley. Another bump. A delivery cart carrying hundreds of kilograms. Another impact. One impact doesn't matter. A million impacts do. Engineers don't design machines for one day. They design them for decades. And suddenly that tiny strip begins looking much more important. But that's still not its biggest job. Not even close. Because the real secret isn't on top of the threshold. It's hidden inside it. Here's where almost everyone gets fooled. People think elevator doors simply hang from the top. That's true. But it's only half the story. If the doors were supported only from above, they wouldn't slide smoothly. They would swing, they would wobble, they would twist every time someone pushed against them. Imagine trying to slide a wardrobe door with nothing keeping the bottom straight. It wouldn't stay aligned for long. Elevator doors have exactly the same problem.
So engineers added something incredibly clever, something almost nobody notices because it's hidden in plain sight. Look closely at the threshold next time you ride an elevator. You'll see long, narrow grooves running through the steel. Those grooves aren't decorative, they're precision machine tracks. Hidden underneath each door is a small guide. As the door moves, that guide travels inside those grooves. Not to carry the weight, the rollers above already do that. Instead, the guide keeps the bottom of the door perfectly aligned. It stops the door swinging inward. It stops it swinging outward.
It quietly forces every movement into a perfectly straight path. Without that guidance, millions of door cycles would slowly become less precise. And that's only the beginning. Because engineers gave this threshold another job, one that's arguably even more impressive.
Because this threshold isn't just guiding the doors, it's protecting the entire entrance. Think about everything that crosses this small strip every single day.
Business shoes, steel-toe boots, high heels, wheelchairs, hospital beds, shopping carts, delivery trolleys, heavy suitcases, millions of footsteps, millions of wheels. Every one of them creates friction, tiny scratches, tiny impacts, tiny amounts of wear.
If all that punishment happened directly on the building floor, repairs would become incredibly expensive. So engineers used a different strategy.
Instead of protecting every surface, they sacrificed one. The threshold is made from hardened steel because engineers expect it to wear.
Not fail. Wear. That's an important difference. This isn't bad engineering. It's brilliant engineering.
Instead of replacing the entire elevator entrance after years of use, technicians replace one relatively inexpensive component. You've seen this philosophy before.
Your car's brake pads wear out before the brake discs. Your tires wear out before the wheels. A pencil eraser disappears before the paper does.
The threshold follows exactly the same idea. It's designed to absorb the punishment so everything around it survives much longer.
Once you realize that, you stop seeing it as a strip of metal. You start seeing it as a shield.
But there's one final detail that makes this tiny component even smarter. And it explains why elevator engineers machine it with such incredible precision. Look closely at the gap between the hallway floor and the elevator. You'll notice something surprising. The transition feels almost seamless. That's not an accident.
Every elevator stops slightly differently depending on its load. 1 passenger, 10 passengers, a fully loaded cabin. The suspension system changes by tiny amounts. Engineers call this leveling accuracy.
The threshold helps create a smooth crossing even when those tiny differences exist. Why does that matter? Because people rarely look where they're stepping.
They're checking their phones, talking to someone, pulling luggage, pushing a stroller, rolling medical equipment.
Even a small lip becomes a trip hazard. A rough edge can stop a suitcase wheel. A wheelchair can feel every bump.
A hospital bed carrying a patient shouldn't hit an obstacle at every floor. That tiny strip quietly solves all of those problems.
Day after day, year after year, without asking anyone to notice. Now imagine an elevator without it.
The entrance begins wearing directly against surrounding materials. Door guides lose their smooth reference surface. The crossing becomes rougher. Small impacts become larger impacts. Maintenance becomes more frequent. Costs slowly rise. Not because of one catastrophic failure, because of thousands of tiny ones. That's how engineering usually fails. Not with one dramatic event. With millions of tiny events that slowly add up. The threshold exists to stop that chain reaction before it ever begins. And that's why it's found in almost every modern elevator on Earth.
Not because it's required to make the elevator move, because it's required to keep it moving reliably for decades.
This is what great engineering looks like. It doesn't always draw attention. Sometimes it disappears into the background. It becomes so normal, you stop seeing it. Until someone explains why it exists. Then suddenly, you can't unsee it.
The next time you step into an elevator, look down before the doors close. That narrow strip isn't decoration.
It isn't simply protecting the floor. It's guiding the doors, protecting the entrance, reducing maintenance, improving accessibility, absorbing millions of impacts, and quietly doing its job every single day without asking for credit. The greatest engineering isn't always hidden inside the machine. Sometimes, it's the tiny detail you've stepped over your entire life without ever realizing it was part of the machine all along.